Hi, I'm Nolan Shadbolt. We're at Track It Down. We are the UK's biggest download store for dance music. The most unique feature of Track It Down is actually designed to assist people searching through the thousands of tracks that are released every week. We currently are adding upwards of 8,000 new titles a week, and obviously that's a phenomenal amount of music. We listen to every single new release every day. We pick out the stuff that we think really works, it will be good for the dance floor, will be good for the listener, and we do reviews. So we review however many tracks we think make the cut each day, and in each of the genres. So we currently work on 8 genres and all the sub-genres thereof. So we feature those tracks with a 50-word review, let people know who's playing it, what the producer's done before, what the label's known for instance, and really try and direct people to the cream of the crop. There's kind of two sides really, I think. The bigger labels, the more company-based labels, rather than bedroom labels, from DJs or young producers. They're actually kind of focusing more on quality rather than quantity, and working at their release schedules, making sure that the right remixes are done and so forth. Then we have the other side of the coin where the smaller labels, the more sort of bedroom labels are, to some extent, putting out a lot of content, and I think that's healthy. Only from small acorns grow big oak trees, and sometimes we have to have the younger labels, getting to grips with the industry, finding out what works for them and what doesn't. So ultimately, the customer is faced with a lot of choice, and that's great. It can be difficult for them to get through it all, but I think ultimately having more choices is always a good thing. Digitally, music is now fully digital. I think vinyl, for all intents and purposes, is pretty much dead. Certainly the labels that we deal with don't really have much of a vinyl business left. So I like to think of it as we're kind of at day one of digital, and the future starts now. So where we'll be, you have to remember, 5-6 years ago, none of this existed. No one thought about buying tracks in MP3 format, and so 5 years from now, who knows where we'll be and how it will all work. I think it's not going to change drastically from where we're at right now, but certainly the way in which labels work, and they work with stores, and certainly working with artists, it will change and will become more standard in certain areas. There's still a lot of non-standardisation within the industry of the way that music is supplied and the way it's processed. But on the whole, the digital music scene has kind of capitulated into, here we are in 2009 with a solid base of how things are going to proceed from here. I would actually still say it is all about DJ play. I think it's very important that if you've produced a track, you put it into the hands of the people that you want to play it. The feedback from those DJs is very important, what they've said about the track, but also we're finding it's very important to have people posting up videos of your track on YouTube where they've heard it on a radio show, or they've recorded it at an event where a DJ's played it. That for us is really making big waves at the moment. Certainly the guys here in the office and our friends that produce, we're seeing that their tracks that they're making are getting much more attention by virtue of Facebook, MySpace and YouTube. Those kind of services make all the difference. Things like Twitter today, any avenue you can pursue to let people know that you've produced this music and that somebody of a trusted source, a big DJ, is playing it, or it's being used on a radio show. That's going to get people's interest. There is so much music out there, it's very difficult to do anything original these days, or unless you've written the track of the year, you are in a very large pond of music, and I think there's only so much you can convey in text form these days, and it really is all about let the music do the talking, but also make sure that people have got the music to do the talking with. People need to hear your music, and for that to happen you need to direct them to it.